Here are 15 hidden secrets that nobody knew in Inside Out 1 and 2. With the release of Inside Out 2 this year and it being a blockbuster hit, we compiled hidden secrets, not only from this movie, but also from its prequel, because these are hidden secrets that you will find nowhere else. So, let's get started. At number 1, Riley's subconscious. Throughout Inside Out, cards can be found both outside and inside Riley's subconscious. The several attempts to construct a complete house of cards in Imagination Land are where they are most noticeable. If you look closely, Riley is shown on the face cards as a member of a different class, and her parents are shown as the king and queen respectively. It's a tasteful, stylistic decision that subtly conveys the preteen girl's perspective on her family dynamic.
Imagination Land?
Sure, I come here all the time. I'm practically the mayor.
Number 2. Up. If you paid close attention, you'll find that Riley's memories contain many Easter eggs, because there are so many of them which can be identified inside the orbs in headquarters and long-term memory. But as soon as you realize these memories are from Up, which is arguably the saddest scene ever included in a children's film, they're sure to make any Pixar fan cry. These are from the opening montage of the movie, and they make us cry a lot to watch Carl and Ellie's relationship again.
I'll meet you at the van in just a minute. I want to say one last goodbye to the old place.
Number 3. Long-term memory. Riley's mental universe is painstakingly created, naming every possible brain activity in a way that makes perfect sense and advances the plot. And the way it was explained didn't even seem obvious. You probably missed a couple of the film's many clever realizations of in-brain aspects since it's so full of them. One of the best is the way long-term memory's curved shelves are built to resemble the outside of a human brain when viewed from above. Now that's a real thinker.
The manuals! You read the manuals!
Yeah.
Number 4. Foreshadowing. The conclusion of the first movie acknowledges that sadness is a necessary and even desirable aspect of existence. Anger is represented by the color red, sadness by the color blue, fear by the color purple, and disgust by the color green. Joy is the lone exception. She exudes a powerful blue radiance in addition to having blue hair. This basically suggests that joy have always been tinged with sadness, hinting at the understanding that occurs in the third act of the film.
That's what I'm talking about! Woo! Another perfect day!
Number 5. Birds on a Wire. As you all know, Pixar loves referencing their own works through hidden Easter eggs in all of their movies. From movies to shorts, each film has a reference to another Pixar work, and as no exception, in Inside Out's opening credits, there are some telephone poles and wires that Riley and her parents pass on the way to San Francisco. The birds that are seated on the wires are from the Pixar short Birds on a Wire. Number 6. Ted's Legs. Speaking of Pixar referencing their other works, in the first movie, a pair of enormous monster legs that remarkably resemble Ted's, the enormous beast Mike and Sully encounter on their way to work at Monsters Incorporated, are located at the very end of the studio's main strip. On the right, Monsters Incorporated even acknowledged the Ted scene in the credits, with Rex from Toy Story trying out for the role.
I'm telling you, Big Daddy, you're gonna be seeing this face on TV a lot more often. Yeah.
Number 7. Toy Story. The Inside Out movies are rife of Toy Story references. A few examples are Riley's classroom and Riley's teacher's headquarters both include a globe that references Andy's globe, which can be seen in all 3 Toy Story movies. There are a few other references to Toy Story throughout the school. For example, one of the stylish ladies in Riley's class has a black and white skull t-shirt that is opposite of the one worn by the toy-torturing Sid, and another student has a camouflage shirt, with scenes from the Toy Story scattered throughout it. Number 8. Even more movie references. A selection of board games based on Pixar films may be found at Imagination Land. One named Dinosaur World reminds us of the TV special The Toy Story that Time Forgot. And there's a game that double-crosses references to Finding Nemo and its impending sequel, Finding Dory, by printing the words "Find Me" on one side and a picture of a fish that resembles Nemo on the other. Riley's San Francisco hockey rink is significant in 2 ways. First of all, it is located in the Walt Disney Family Museum's precise spot in the Presidio. Second, it's located in the Tri-County, the same made-up Northern California town from Toy Story 3, where Woody, Buzz, and the gang are on the verge of being burned alive at the Tri-County landfill, based on the banner that hangs inside. 9. Pixar Ball. You might remember the infamous Pixar Ball, and naturally, the Pixar Ball must appear at some point in any excellent Pixar movie. Riley's bag has an iron-on patch or sticker with the famous Inside Out symbol on it. 10. Doc Pete. Pete Docter, the director of Inside Out, subtly made 2 appearances in the movie. Riley's online chat box displayed someone going by the username Doc Pete in the first instance. The second is a little more evident because he had a small voice role for a character in the movie. Riley's dad's mental version of anger was portrayed by Docter. Additionally, Docter relocated to California for work, just like the character in the movie did from Minnesota. It was obviously a wise decision because he went on to work on this movie.
And we've got this new girl on the team. She's so cool.
She did not just say that.
A new girl?
Number 11. Colette Tattoo. The makers of Pixar chose to give us an update on a beloved character in Inside Out as a nod to one of their previous movies. In the latest film Ratatouille, Colette Tattoo, who worked as a cook at Gusteau's, gave viewers a peek at her post-retirement activities. Colette seemed to have accomplished a lot since we last saw her in Ratatouille, when we see her cooking at the new restaurant alongside Linguini and Remy in the end of the film. But in Inside Out, we see her on the cover of a magazine in Riley's former living room.
You will minimize cuts and burns and keep your sleeves clean.
Number 12. Figment. Despite being a major character in the Disney parks, this guy hasn't yet been in any full-length Disney movies. Figment is the mascot of the Imagination Pavilion at Epcot at Walt Disney World, thus you might be familiar with him from there. In the 1980s, Disney released a few instructional videos in which he also starred. One scene in Inside Out that takes place in Imagination Land features a portrait of Figment. This beloved dragon finally gets his 2 seconds of fame, but you have to watch for it. Number 13. Jab at tech industry. Riley's dad's company, Brang, is a made-up word meant to sound like a company that belongs in the tech world of San Francisco. Doesn't ring a bell? Think Fang. Now that's a real deep cut. Number 14. Jangles. Riley's worst nightmare is Jangles the Clown, the clown that frightened her at her 3rd birthday celebration. Although Jangles may appear to most viewers like typical nightmare material, the character actually has a heartfelt and melancholic backstory. He was made as a tribute to Joe Ranft, a fellow Pixar colleague who passed away tragically at the age of 45, according to some of the animators at the company. Jangles was made in the image of Ranft, who had his own clown outfit. Didn't expect such a sad Easter egg, huh? Neither did we. Number 15. The ice rink. There's actually a precise location for the ice rink that is stated and seen throughout the movie. In reality, the Walt Disney Family Museum is located there. And that wraps it up for all of the hidden secrets that you did not know in both the Inside Out movies. Comment down below how many of these you already knew and if we missed any hidden secrets. And as always, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.